What do I need to do to get Celestia TIA today? Celestia is the first open data blockchain network in the world. Its main net went live on October 31, 2023. To mark the occasion, the project gave away coins called TIA worth over $1,300,000,000. What is Celestia? Why is the launch of Celestia such a big deal in the crypto world? What are CIA coins used for? Ask us anything about Celestia, and we'll answer it below. It is a flexible blockchain network that gives people the tools they need to make and run blockchains. Certain blockchains can use Celestia as a data availability layer and a consensus layer. When these blockchains do this, they can safely post their transactions on Celestia, which lets their nodes check transactions while staying thin on a blockchain that is growing as a consensus layer. Celestia's network of validators always checks and confirms the data that has been saved and makes proofs that the data is real and can be accessed. How to understand the structure of blockchain? People have said that October 31, 2023, when Celestia's main net went live, was the start of the modular era in the blockchain business. But what is modularity in blockchain, and why is it important in the crypto world? Blockchain modularity is a way of designing blockchains that splits up the most important tasks they do. For example, Bitcoin, BTC, and Ethereum, ETH, do everything a blockchain should do. They make data available, reach agreements, and run transactions. L2, do transactions on the blockchain, let Celestia show details of those transactions, and depend on Ethereum for settlement. How does Celestia work? Celestia is the world's first network that makes data public. But what does that mean, and how does it solve a problem? First, let's talk about what it means for data to be available. Data availability means that everyone in the network knows they can get transaction data at any time to check a block. This is done as a safety measure so that anyone can look at. The biggest problem is that nodes have to download all the transaction data to check blocks on their own. This is a big problem with scaling because it gets hard for regular users to download all the transaction data of a blockchain that is growing. To fix this problem, Celestia makes sure that all transaction data is shared with network members. This way, people who don't download and store the data can check it. Celestia does this using a technique called data availability sampling. Light nodes that don't store all the data only need to look at a small part of the block data to see if it has been shared. Light nodes do random sampling more than once. As more selection rounds are completed, trust that the data is available grows. Once a certain level of confidence is reached, the light node will look at the block data. These rollups send summaries or proofs of transactions to an L1 layer like Ethereum so that they can be settled. To do this, they need data availability options like Celestia. The rollup operator could lie if the activities can't be checked. Its own coin, TIA, came out at the same time as its main net on October 31, 2023, during Genesis. 6% of all the TIA tokens, or 60 million of them, were set aside to be airdropped to developers, researchers, busy investors, and Ethereum accounts. The Cosmos and Osmosis.